Order number 3. Repair or replace worn out parts. Oh, it's one of those little chestnuts again. Let's go and play hunt the broken part. I've go bad luck with this one. Look at that, he's missing a T. I've got bad luck with this one, I think. First the belt broke, and then the battery isn't charging, even when the engine is running. Please check that. Okay, well. Isn't it obvious? Oh my god. Look at that. Now, we've had this van before, but I've never seen a layout quite that... No, this layout hasn't been in there before, has it? Look at that rusty old battery. This is good. I like that they've textured stuff to be, shall we say, less than 100% clean. We're going to do an OBD on this, but pretty certain it's going to be something like the alternator. Assuming the belts are working fine. It's clearly electrical. Or the battery could be dead, actually. I mean, the battery might just be rubbish, and that's why it won't hold a charge anymore. Could be any of these things. Let's have a look. Ah, the battery's screwed. And interestingly, nothing else. Okay. 21% condition battery. What did he say the problem was? First the belt broke, and the battery isn't charging. Well, it's not because it's not getting the current. It's because it can't hold the charge. So we'll just buy you a brand new battery, shall we? 350. Hang on. Should we just go for a little discount here? Master of Commerce, 1,000. Start investing in our future. The earlier we can get these things in, the more of a saving we make. We've always got to balance that with the fact that you might not have enough to do a job. So care is required. Okay, well, let's see how it feels with a new battery on, shall we? Well, that's not the end of the story. This is a $1,400 repair job, and that was just a simple battery replacement, so... Now it's getting interesting. So let's have a look. It's clearly not holding a charge, which means... Oh, that's all okay. I think I'm going to go and look down this area here. Whoops. In the wrong mode. 25% on the belt tensioner. 91% on the belts. Let's just inspect that. Water pump's fine. Water pump is fine. I'm going to check the oil. Oil's fine. Now, all these electricals are okay, but I think I'm just going to have a look at the... Yeah, the plugs are fine as well. Now it's getting interesting. What else could be wrong? Ah, starter. Nope, starter's fine. Let's just reread this message. I've got bad luck with this one. First the belt broke, and then the battery isn't charging even when the engine is running. Please check that. Well, so far we can see a belt tensioner problem. Could that be it? Could that be what is wrong? B-E... I'm going blind, it was right in front of me. Belt tensioner! Right, let's try that. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like... But you never know with this game. Uh-oh. Did I sell something I shouldn't have? Oh dear. Hang on, I've bought a brand new belt tensioner. And you're telling me that I can't fit this one? Pourquoi? I can't even look down here. What did I do? What did I do? Let me put these back on before I sell those as well. I had a belt tensioner. Why won't it go on here? Because the belt tensioner doesn't go there. The belt tensioner goes over here. Which means... Did I sell something I shouldn't have? What Okay, I'm confused. There's only one kind of belt tensioner. And I've got it. And there is no other part. The idler pulley? Did I sell the idler pulley? Did I really do that? How did I do that? Seriously, I'm going to have to watch my own video back to work out how I managed to do that. How did I sell an idler pulley? That's extraordinary. Maybe I never had one. Of course. Aha, now the plot thickens. Wow. Oh my god, I'm not used to this. Usually in this game, it's only towards the end that you kind of get that, but you know, you've got missing parts, actual missing parts. And in this case, I've got, where's the serpentine belt? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Standard serp. Now I understand. I was worried there. I genuinely thought I'd sold something. How does this guy get his engine to run? No wonder it won't bleed and charge. He's missing half of his belts. Oh, that is just one of the funniest jobs. That totally threw me for a minute there. But it's complete. And I reckon we made a decent profit on that one. Order 3 is complete. Order number 4. Repair or replace worn out parts. Whoa! $9,000? Oh my life. I hear loud noises when I drive. The noises get louder when I speed up. I cannot tell which side they come from. 9,000? A bolt-on. Alright, I think we'll have to take this one for a spin. Actually, maybe just put it on the shock test. Yeah. Yes, let's go in here. Let's do a path test. Actually, what's the, That's the path test. That's more of a performance, isn't it? Let's ignore that. Let's go path test. I think that's the best option. Now, given that they've made all the parts look rusty and stuff on the outside, they've not done a lot on the inside. It still looks all super shiny. You'd expect a little workhorse like this to be, well, you know, crisp packets, dust, dirt, grime, scratches, just general wear and tear. Although this does look fairly new, I suppose. It's a while since we've got jiggy with it. I see they still didn't fix the mirrors. They are the squarest mirrors I've ever seen. Oh, I'm getting a headache. Right. What did that uncover? Well, that uncovered something pretty spectacular. Didn't it? Well, I can't see anything else broken, but what I can see is basically his transmission's knackered. This is going to be a fun job. I'm just even trying to look at this. And the front drive shaft. I don't even know how to get some of these parts. We're going to have to make this up as I go along, I think. I know how to get the rear drive shaft off. We've done that. The front drive shaft. There could be a lot of parts here that need removing just so I can get to that. And can I repair it? I'm going to have to replace the whole thing. Who knows? I'm going to start by taking the wheels off, all of them, because I'm pretty sure, or pretty certain, or pretty certain, as Sean Connery would say, I'm pretty certain that we're going to need to take all the wheels off anyway. So I might as well do it now. I don't want to be up and down on the ramp. Pop the wheels off, stick this thing up in the air, and start taking it apart until we get that thing out of there. There could be parts within it I don't know at this stage. I don't know enough about this particular 4x4 game right now. I was dreading one of these jobs though. 9 grand. I'm hoping to make a healthy profit out of this. We shall see. We know that we need to take the suspension off. Then we've got to take the shock off. Same on the other side. The exhaust can stay on, we know that. Up here. Thank you. And here. That one. Thank you. Right. Now the rear axle can come out. Which apparently is just held in with 2 bolts. Then we can take the rear drive shaft. Now. I can't click on that yet, so I've got a feeling I might have to bid on the front bit here. How do I stand for taking that thing off? Well, it's laughing at me right now. Which could mean... Hang on, let's spin round. Yeah. Front axle has got to come out. Which means the shock's got to come out, which means the spring's got to come out. Oh, here we go. This is like the shin bones connected to the ankle bone, isn't it? Right, okay, so they're out. Now hopefully the front axle comes out. Again with just 2 bolts. And everything mystically floats in the air over here. Now, can we take the front drive shaft? Yes, we can. Now, we still can't get at this. The gearbox. Maybe, just maybe, we have to come in to the gearbox from the top. So let's try that. Let's get down there. Right, so we've got to take the starter off. Which makes sense. Now we can take the off-road gearbox. How many bolts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. Interestingly, I think while we're here, I am going to look at the clutch. Because I would not want to put all of this back to find out the clutch was gone as well. I know it's highly unlikely, but right now this is like a 2-minute job. Whereas later, it's going to be a massive job. I don't expect it needs it. The friction plate's fine, the pressure plate's fine. What did I get from that? Peace of mind. That's what I got from that. The release bearing. Cool. Let's see if we can repair anything over here. Now, the front drive shaft is buggered. We can do that quite cheaply. The gearbox, 2,200. Hilarious. Rear axle, 12%. That needs doing. And everything else is okay. Now, do we need to buy anything? I don't believe we do. Look at this. His car's in bits. It's in bits, man. It's yellow. Right. Let's start reassembling. Right, gearbox. 100%. Somehow on our workbench we took a really screwed up gearbox and made it brand new. That is an impressive mechanic's garage right there. Okay. And while we're here, we mustn't forget to put the starter back on. Very important, otherwise you won't be driving anywhere at all. And I think that's all we can do from here. This game's about learning which things you can do, which order, and which things you can do when the ramp's up and when the ramp's down and so on. It's not just a straightforward thing. The axle back on. Mustn't forget to bolt that in, of course. I think they could make this game... they could make this game more advanced. At the moment it's fun and it's interesting. But they could also make it more difficult, and they could make it more realistic. Yeah, we can have torque settings on when you're putting bolts on and getting the right torque settings and all that kind of thing. Yeah, you could take it quite far, really. I don't know if people would even want that or not. I'm just saying that you could do it. That's the rear. Scroll back a bit. Thank you. Put the axle back on. Couple of bolts. And shock absorber, spring, the usual suspects. Round to the other side. Shock absorber. It's very noisy outside, isn't it? You can hear all the cars driving past. Right. Okay, now hopefully we're just left with some wheels, which we are. The question is, did it fix it? And the answer is, yes it did. So I think what we'll do now is we'll pop these wheels back on, see how much money we've got, and go and do some learning, I think. Because I think we just made a fat profit. I could be wrong. But you know, a job like this, I mean, I suppose I just made it look relatively simple. But a job like that can actually have you messing around for a long time if you don't investigate in the right way, you don't do things in the right order. You can find yourself becoming a bit unstuck. Even down to the point where you might repair the wrong thing and waste a lot of money. Right. As it stands, that's all fixed, but I think my bank balance is looking quite tasty now. 7,900. Okay, 7,900. Now, thankfully, I had a 5% boost on that 9 grand when it came in, which is nice. These are always good. I mean, another 5% wouldn't go amiss. I think another little discount wouldn't go amiss. What the hell, let's have another 5%. I'm going to keep it there. No less than 4 grand float, I think. Ideally, I think I want to be around 5. God, I looked at the URL then, amazing.com. I thought it said amazon.com. Internet Surfer 0.9 alpha. You'd think this thing would be on a beta by now, wouldn't you? I don't know. Anyway, order number 4, which was quite fun and interesting, is complete. Order number 5. Replace damaged suspension parts, $2,000. I rode into a sewer drain. My car got damaged. I've got $2,000 from my insurance and I don't want to pay more for the repairs. That's interesting. How come you got $2,000 from insurance? Because normally you'd have to take it to a garage, they'd estimate the repair bill and then give you $2,000. You know what I mean? This sounds like a trick repair to me. Don't want to pay more. Now, if he'd gone over a sewer drain, I would expect one side of the car to be damaged and one side of the car not to be damaged. And I think the best way is a path test to figure out what's wrong. Let's get on with this oh so shiny, plasticky, horrible car. Ew. The actual seats look wet, don't they? Look how much they shine. Don't really need this test. It'd be better if we could just skip... Come on, I'm holding the brake. Come on. Weird. It'd be better if I could just skip straight to the suspension test rather than the brake test, because I don't really need the brake test, but... maybe that'll tell me any more problems, I don't know. Left and diff look a bit screwed, don't they? I'm expecting... which side am I expecting? I'm expecting the right side to be broken if he's gone over a sewer drain. Okay, let's find out what... Ooh. No, I didn't expect that. The driver's side. I expected the offside to be broken, if I'm honest. Well, we can pop the wheel off straight away, can't we? That clearly needs doing. We're going to have to repair whatever we can. We've got a 2,000 budget. Let's see. Actually, can we get any more out from here? Outer tie can come out. The inner tie can come out. Sway bar. I'm just remembering how we do this now. Sway bar can come out because I want to take you to a sway bar. Shock absorber. That can come out, and I think we're gonna have to pop it up on the ramp in order to do the other bit. Up she goes. Yeah, that one's not on bricks, look. See, that's on a proper jack, though. Looks like the bush is screwed as well. He really did smack into a sewer drain, didn't he? Wow. Okay, that is all the broken parts that we can see. So let's repair what we can. Right, let's add this up. $122 for that. I can't see this being very cheap, to be honest. See, a wheel in itself costs like, what, $1,200 or something? Okay, outer tie rod and inner tie rod. We're not going to do this for $2,000. It ain't going to happen. We're going to get ripped off. So the last one, it gave us loads of money. He's trying to catch you out. But maybe he's saying he wants... Oh, can we use parts? I hate this bit now. I don't want to pay more for the repairs. Replace damaged suspension parts. Doesn't say what to replace them with. Can we replace them with something that's over 50%? Do we have to go through this lottery of inner tie rod, outer tie rod? Actually, what we want to do is buy second hand and repair it, don't we? That's what we want to do. They're not repairable. Sway bar. Is the sway bar repairable? Shock absorber B front left. I think... No, that's not repairable, because if it was, I could repair it now. None of these are repairable. I'm talking rubbish. Shock absorber B front left. Let's have a look how much that is. This is not going to be cheap, I tell you. Shock absorber B front left. That's okay. That's 133. Rubber bushing, I know I need. Let's get rid of these parts as we go along. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just bought second hand accidentally. Did I? I did, didn't I? However, my shock absorber B front left is in reasonable condition. I just lucked out on that one. I didn't look out on the bushing, but that's okay. They're not very expensive anyway. Inner tie rod and outer tie rod. How much are they? Is it worth a gamble, do you think? I've always wanted to try and gamble on this thing. I think we've got enough money to recover from this position. Outer tie rod, $58. It's worth a punt. Inner tie rod, where are you? It's $54. It may come out... Outer tie is 71, inner tie is 62. I think that's good enough. Shock absorber B front left. The only thing left now is a wheel, which I may have to buy brand new. I'm not going to risk that one, because even second hand those things... Oh, I didn't look. I'm not paying attention, am I? Look, Grand Olsen wheel. Let's have a look how much they are. Is it worth the risk? That's the question. They don't even have one. They don't have one. That's answered that question. Down to G for a Grand Olsen. 1,500? 50? Are you kidding me? They definitely didn't have one. That's going to smash a hole right in all this profit. You get jobs like this in this game. Like I say, the previous job was there to just butter us up with lots of money, only to bring you back down to earth with this one. Well, that's blown the budget right there, isn't it? 1,400. You know what? Ooh, 1,400 for that, plus 2,000, 2,400. It's going to leave me low. Is it worth it for an extra 2%? I don't think it is. It's not worth the risk. Right. I just hope that those second-hand parts are going to be okay. I think they should be. But here is the moment of truth, because if they're not, then I'm going to lose even more money buying brand new replacements for them. No, I thought I bought a rubber bushing. I genuinely thought I did. And I genuinely sold it accidentally, didn't I? That's what I did. I genuinely sold it. Have we got another one, or is that all of them gone? Rubber bushing sold out. Damn you! Right. That was a mistake. Well, that cost me $100. Derp. Okay, that's that on. I need to bring it back down now. I think this is... I'll be lucky if this is a break-even job. I think it's actually a slight loss, if I had to guess. Mostly because that $100 I just wasted. That's my thought at the moment. I think even under the best of circumstances it would be break-even. I couldn't get a second-hand wheel, and the wheel was the most expensive part, it being $1,500. So I don't, you know, I just think it's one of those jobs where you don't make any money. So that's everything. Oh, it's not done. It's not done. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem now. It could be... What was the job saying? Suspension parts. It definitely says suspension parts. It could be because I didn't use brand new parts. It could be that. Equally, it could be something else that's broken that I can't see yet. All of these suspension parts are okay. Mind you, it didn't test them all, did it? It didn't... Oh, please tell me you don't want brand new. That would be so ridiculous. He's trying to do it on a budget. He didn't want to spend more than 2,000. I've spent 2,000. If I replace these with brand new ones, I've definitely spent more than 2,000. Ah! This is the most infuriating part of the game. The complete unknown. You don't know what target you're trying to hit now. What else would he have broken on here? I'm just wondering. Right, we didn't replace that. That was brand new. We did the outer tie, and we did the inner tie. And we did the shock absorber B front left. Well, I'm going to have to go for new parts, aren't I? I think... So what about that? The drive axle. Can I just examine that? This drive axle's fine. This sway bar's not coming up here. The wheel hub. I genuinely don't know what to do. This is a risk for me now. It's definitely a risk. Okay. Inner tie rod, brand new. So now I'm in the... I'm basically losing money now. Outer tie rod. And a... what was it called? Suspension B front left or something. Shock absorber B front. Shock absorber B front left. I should have just bought brand new, shouldn't I? That's what I should have done. How foolish of me. I've been bitten by this before trying to do things second hand. It never works out. I think you just have to buy second hand if you're going to repair it. But then, only missing parts is going to do that. Shock absorber B front left. Okay, so basically they're all brand new now, aren't they? So, with a bit of luck... If this doesn't fix it, then something else is broken, isn't it? Because these are all brand new now. The wheel was brand new. That I didn't touch because it didn't need it. I genuinely don't know why you can't just use second-hand parts. If a guy wants it doing on the cheap, he doesn't mind second-hand parts. He doesn't need brand new. This guy didn't want to spend any money, so why was that not okay? And if something else is broken, I'm going to have to work out how to find it. Okay, so it was. It was literally that. It was literally that. Well, I think I lost a bit of money. I'm not too fussed at the end of the day. I just wish I knew what target we're trying to hit here, because it felt to me like he wanted it doing cheaply. So 60-70% repaired parts. Why not? Anyway, order number 5 is done.